Hi guys and girls, I found my old field test oscilloscope. I want to use it to check the AC waveform of my generator. I'm going to check the AC waveform at home first. The Syscomp CGR101 oscilloscope was manufactured in 2008, but it still works just fine. The CGR101 can handle 50 volts peak to peak, which is 17.68 volts RMS. RMS voltage is what your multimeter shows when you measure AC voltage. I could use a transformer or a voltage divider. I decided to build and use a voltage divider to step down the voltage to 12 volts RMS. So guys and girls, if you've never seen what electricity looks like visually, stay with me until the end of this video. You will see a real-time graphical representation of the AC waveform on your screen. You must check everything, what's going on. Hey Aiko, give the definition of RMS voltage. Google Babe, please read it.
RMS, root mean square voltage, is the effective voltage of an alternating current, AC, representing the direct current, DC, equivalent that would produce the same amount of power or heating effect in a resistor. It is calculated as the square root of the average of the squared voltage values over time. For a sinusoidal waveform, the RMS voltage VRMs is equal to the peak voltage V0 divided by the square root of 2, V0 divided by SQRT, 2, or approximately 0.707 times the peak voltage.
Little mathematical note. A fraction line B, big fraction line C, fraction line D. Outer members goes up, inner members goes down. Equal A times D, fraction line B times C. If the variables are concrete numbers, respecting the priority of mathematical operations, you can type on the calculator A times D divided by B divided by C, or A times D divided open bracket B times C close brackets, or open bracket A divided by B close bracket divided open bracket C divided by D close bracket. A fraction line B fraction line C equal A fraction line 1, big fraction line B fraction line C. Every number can be divided with 1 and it doesn't change. Dividing number with 1 just kept its value. So again, outer members goes up, inner members goes down. Equal fraction line A times C up and down is B. 1 times B is B. So you can type A times C divided by B, or A divided open bracket B divided by C close bracket. Example: RT equal V divided by I equal 120 volts fraction line 3 milliamps equal 120 volts 3 fraction line 1000 amps. So you can type 120 times 1000 divided by 3 equal 40,000, or 120 divided by open bracket, 3 divided by 1000, close bracket, equal 40,000. Use scientific calculator that have built-in proper precedence of mathematical operations. Hey Aiko, precedence of mathematical operations. Google babe, please read it.
The precedence of mathematical operations is dictated by the order of operations, commonly remembered by the acronym PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, from left to right, and addition and subtraction, from left to right. This order ensures that every mathematical expression has only one correct interpretation and answer. Order of operations, PEMDAS, parentheses. First, solve any calculations inside parentheses or other grouping symbols. Exponents. Next, evaluate any exponents. Multiplication and division. Perform all multiplication and division from left to right as they appear in the expression. They have the same level of priority. Addition and subtraction. Finally, perform all addition and subtraction from left to right as they appear.
Thank you, Google babe. By the way, functions like sinus, cosinus, logarithms are below parentheses and above everything else. Voltage divider. We have AC source 120 volts AC and resistors R1 and R2 with voltage drops over resistors VDR1 and VDR2. R total equal R1 plus R2. I equal 3 milliamps. That's my decision based on not exceeding the resistor's rated power. RT equal V divided by I. It's equal 120 volts with 3 milliamps, and it's equal 120 volts with 3 divided by 1000 amps, and it's equal 40,000 ohms, and that's equal 40 kilo ohms. Determining R2. Syscomp CGR 101 can take 50 volts peak to peak. VRMS equal volts peak to peak divided by 2 times square root of 2, which is 50 volts peak to peak divided with 2 times square root of 2. VRMS equal 50 volts peak to peak divided with 2.828, and that's equal 17.68 volts. Now I will take 12 volts as my goal for voltage divider. I will calculate R2 for 12 volts as I don't want to stress the CGR 101 to the limit. Calculating R2 and R1. R2 equal V divided by I equal 12 volts divided with 3 milliamps, and that's equal 12 volts divided with 3 divided with 1000 amps equal 4000 ohms, and that's 4 kilo ohms. R1 equal RT minus R2, and that's 40 kilo ohms minus 4 kilo ohms equal 36 kilo ohms. So R1 equal 36 kilo ohms, R2 equal 4 kilo ohms. VDR1 is 108 volts and VDR2 is 12 volts. VDR1 equal I times R1, and that's 3 milliamps times 36 kilo ohms, and that's 3 over 1000 amps times 36 times 1000 ohms, and that's 108 volts. VDR2 equal I times R2, and that's 3 milliamps times 4 kilo ohms equal 3 over 1000 amps times 4000 ohms equal 12 volts. Resistor power dissipation, PR1 equal I times V, and that's 3 milliamps times 120 volts equal 3 over 1000 amps times 120 volts, and that's 0.36 watts. I'm taking the current that's entering the resistor, voltage that's entering the resistor. PR2 equal I times V, and that's 3 milliamps times 12 volts, and that's 3 over 1000 amps times 12 volts, and that's equal 0.036 watts. The resistor I'm using have a nominal power of 2 watts, which is much more than dissipation power. So resistors are good to go, will not overheat. I couldn't find 4 kilo ohms resistor, so I'm using R21 3.9 kilo ohms and R2 200 ohms, and they will be connected in a row in series, so they together make R2, which is 4 kilo ohms. Hey Aiko, color code for a 36 kilo ohm resistor. Google babe, please read it.
The resistor color code for a 36K ohm resistor is orange, blue, orange, gold. This corresponds to a first band of orange, 3, a second band of blue, 6, a third band of orange, for a multiplier of 10 to the power of 3 or 1K, and a fourth band of gold for a tolerance of 5%. First band, digit, orange equals 3 second band, digit, blue equals 6 third band, multiplier. Orange equals 10 to the power of 3 or 1000 fourth band, tolerance, gold equals 5.
Hey Aiko, 3.9 kilo ohm resistor color code. Google babe, please read it.
The 3.9 kilo ohms resistor color code is orange, white, red, followed by a tolerance band like gold or silver. The bands represent the value, orange, 3, white, 9, and red for the multiplier, 10 to the power of 2 or 100, which together make 3900 ohms or 3.9 kilo ohms. Here's a breakdown of the color code bands. Band 1, orange, the first digit is 3. Band 2, white, the second digit is 9. Band 3, red, the multiplier is 10 to the power of 2 or 100. Band 4, gold, silver, the tolerance band for a 5% or 10% resistor. Gold indicates a 5% tolerance, while silver indicates 10%.
Hey Aiko, 100 ohm resistor color code. Google babe, please read it.
A 100 ohm resistor has the color code brown, black, brown, gold for a 4-band resistor or brown, black, 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 gold for a 5-band resistor. In a 4-band code, brown is 1, black is 0. And the second brown band is the multiplier for 10 to the power of 1, giving 100 ohms. In a 5-band code, brown, black, and black are the first 3 digits, and the fourth band, brown or black, is the multiplier. With a gold tolerance band at the end, 4-band resistor, brown, black, brown, gold, brown. First digit, 1, black. Second digit, 0, brown. Multiplier 10 to the power of 1 or 10 gold. Tolerance, plus or minus 5%.
Thanks, Google babe. I was not able to find a resistor of 4 kilo ohms, so I'm using 3.9 and 100 ohms, which will be connected in a row, and this will give together 4 kilo ohms. Hey Heiko, where does the name breadboard in electronics come from? Google babe, please read the text.
The name breadboard in electronics comes from the early days of radio when hobbyists literally used wooden bread cutting boards as a base to build temporary circuits. They would drive nails or screws into the boards and then connect electronic components to them with wires, often soldering them to the nails. The name stuck, even as technology advanced to modern plastic, solderless breadboards. Literal breadboards. In the past, electronics enthusiasts used whatever materials were on hand, including actual wooden breadboards, to create a platform for their circuits. Early construction, they would physically attach components and wires by nailing or screwing them to the wooden board. Name persistence. As electronics miniaturized, new, more sophisticated tools like modern solderless breadboards were invented. However, the original term breadboard was retained for these prototyping boards, a common occurrence in the evolution of technology.
Thank you, Google babe. Calculating can the capacitor handle the current without clipping the sine wave? I equal V over XC, where XC is capacitive reactance. XC equal 1 over 2 pi FC, whereas F is frequency and C is capacitance. AC frequency in North America is 60 Hertz. 1 Hertz equal 1 over second, and that's equal S on minus 1. So combined formula, I equal V times 2 times P times F times C. So I equal 12 volts times 2 times pi times 60 S minus 1 or 60 Hertz times 22.4 microfarads. I equal 12 volts times 2 times pi times 60 S minus 1 times 22.4 over 1 million farads, and I equal 0.101335 amps, and that's equal 1.1.335 milliamps. The current in the voltage divider will be around 3 milliamps, so capacitor is more than enough capacitor. Capacitor is positioned after the R1 because it can handle only 63 volts. Before R1 it's 120 volts. In general, for voltage dividers, whether we have a DC voltage source or AC voltage source, let's say for example we have 4 resistors, R1, R2, R3 and R4. Voltage drops over this and RT, total resistance, is equal R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. Voltage drops over these resistors will be VDR1 equal VDC times R1 over RT. VDR2 equal VDC times R2 over RT. VD3 equal VDC times R3 over RT. And VD4 equal VDC times R4 over RT. And VDC is equal to VDR1 plus VDR2 plus VDR3 plus VDR4.
Perfect sine wave. These guys from BC Hydro really know what they are doing. I'll see later how will the sine wave from my gas generator look like.